Whether I just checked the news, finished another Zoom meeting, or got yet another email about school reopening plans for the fall, I find that I'm reaching for snacks a lot, especially chocolate ones. That got me thinking, why do I constantly want chocolate during this pandemic? It turns out that stress makes us eat more and make more unhealthy choices. Studies show that roughly 2/3 of all people overeat during times of stress. What's more, when people are stressed, they choose more high-fat, high-sugar snacks, and they decrease their main meals and vegetable intake. Why are we making unhealthy choices? There are 3 biological reasons why we overeat when we're stressed. Number 1, eating is distracting. The act of eating diverts our attention from self-awareness and negative feelings, kind of the same way that reading a good book or watching a great movie distracts us and takes us to a whole other place emotionally and mentally. Number 2, eating boosts positive feelings. From the tasting to chewing to the feeling full, all of those things induce pleasure. They trigger dopamine and the neurochemistry of happiness in our brain. And we can even intensify those positive feelings by choosing particularly delicious foods or foods that are nostalgic. They remind us of better times. Third reason, eating relaxes you. Eating physically triggers a sensation of bodily relaxation. Your nervous system is split into 2 halves, the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight response, and the opposite, this parasympathetic nervous system. It does the opposite. It's sort of like the rest and digest system. Those 2 branches of the autonomic nervous system work like a seesaw. So if your fight or flight response is activated and elevated, you're freaking out over something, then you can trigger that rest and digest one by eating something, and it kind of calms down your physical responses to stress. You can temporarily even change your blood pressure and heart rate. Okay, fine. That explains stress eating, but why do we reach for junk food during these times? It turns out that some foods are mood altering. Carbohydrate-rich foods, like high-fat sugar snacks that are low in protein, can actually change your responses to stress. Not only that, but some studies even indicate that those foods can alter our serotonin levels and have antidepressant effects. So what's the solution? How do I stay healthy during this time of constant stress eating? To manage your out-of-control chocolate needs, the most important thing is to deal with stress. Work on stress management techniques, maybe even try a few new ones. And if you feel like your anxiety is too high, contact a health professional. Other recommendations: do your best to eat regularly and eat a well-balanced diet, so you aren't too hungry to make good choices and you aren't getting hangry. Fill your fridge with easy to snack on treats that are healthy, like your favorite fruits and vegetables. And maybe remove temptation from the house while you're spending so much time there.